Shane, ang init. Prepare mo nga ako.
Ito na.
Oo nga. Ba't kaya sobrang init kayo?
Samantalang last year naman, hindi.
Nakakamilang nalalamunan.
Naku, hindi niyo ba anong tinatawag na El Niño season? Eh yung global warming.
El Nino? Global warming. What's that?
Ay naku. Pero sige, tutulungan ko kayo para malaman natin kung bakit sobrang init ngayon. Tutulungan tayo ni Mr. Kalikasan TV. Halika kayo, panoorin natin.
Ito ang puno ng Nara na may scientific name na Pterocarpus indicus. Sa video na ito, we are going to explore one of the natural phenomena that disrupts millions of people around the world, and that is called El Nino. Kaunting trivia at etymology sa El Nino. Alam niyo ba na ang ibig sabihin ng El Nino ay little boy sa Spanish? In the 1600s, South American fishermen noticed that unusual warm water in the Pacific. Before, they named it El Nino de Navidad because El Nino typically peaks around December. Now you know, and today is a special day because I brought here one of my environmentalist friends, Chris.
Hello everyone, it's nice to see you, my dear friend.
It is our pleasure to welcome you here. Now let us discuss El Nino. Can you share to our viewers what El Nino is, Chris?
Well, El Nino is a phenomenon where there is an unusual warming of surface waters in the eastern tropical Pacific Ocean. El Nino is not a regular cycle nor predictable. El Nino causes the trade winds to weaken, which has a big impact on our weather.
You're right, Chris. Did you also know that rainfall varies as a result of the phenomenon, causing dryness in certain places and excessive rainfall in others? Sa madaling salita, kalahati ng mundo ay tag-tuyot at sa iba naman ay tag-ulan. Dito sa Pilipinas, ang El Nino ay nagdudulot ng napakainit na panahon, which has had an impact on the livelihood and the health.
Now you've already mentioned about the effects of El Nino. Let's discuss it.
Yes.
The usual effect of El Nino is rising temperature contributing to the hotter and drier conditions. That is why during the first quarters of the year, we experience hot temperatures here in the Philippines. Public health is another area that El Nino disrupts. The changes in weather patterns can cause the spread of sickness and diseases such as heat stroke, malaria, typhoid fever, and many more.
Lastly, forest ecosystem also suffered during El Nino events, particularly due to increased fire risk. These fires can cause extensive damage to biodiversity, releasing large amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere and contributing to climate change.
Now you've already had an idea on what El Nino is, share your thoughts on how we can help to mitigate its effects. I'll wait for you.
Thank you for watching us. See you in the next video.
Wow, ganun pala yun. Kaya pala sobrang init. El Nino na pinalala ng global warming.
Kaya naman, I hope na yung video na yun ay nakatulong sa'yo upang maintindihan yung konsepto ng El Nino. Now, can you guys share yung insights about how we can mitigate the effects of El Nino?
For me, as a Lasallian, it is important that we take initiative and act. We must spread knowledge to increase public awareness of El Nino cycles and its extensive effects. Halimbawa, we can educate the public on the importance of water conservation during these times of water shortages and drought, which is very crucial for them to survive these conditions.
Tama, tama. Mahalaga na maging maalam tayo sa tamang pangalaga sa ating tubig. Ayusin natin yung mga water leaks upang di masayang. Mangolekta tayo ng mga rainwater para sa mga irigasyon at magsagawa ng gawain sa pang-araw-araw na buhay na nakakatipid sa ating tubig.
Sa tingin ko pwede rin tayo mag-advocate for smart irrigation approaches, drought resistant, landscaping, and rainwater collection, especially in times of drought. These actions for us to lessen the demand on water supply.
Correct ka dyan. Pwede rin natin suportahan ang sustainable land management. Dito ay binabagupad ang mga sustainable land management practices tulad ng soil conservation, reforestation, at sustainable agriculture upang mapalakas ang resilience ng ecosystem at mabawasan ang epekto ng El Nino. Nakakatulong din ang mga ganitong gawain sa pagpapahusay ng soil health, pagbabawas ng soil erosion, at pagtaas pa resistensya ng mga extreme weather events.
Pwede rin tayo makiisa sa community outreach, maging volunteer sa mga lokal na organisasyon o grupo ng komunidad na nagtatrabaho sa disaster preparedness at response kaugnay ng El Niño. Tulungan natin ang mga vulnerable na komunidad sa pagbibigay ng kaalaman tungkol sa mga panganib at magbigay ng suporta sa panahon at pagkatapos ng mga sako ng kaugnay ng El Niño.
Mahalaga rin na maging impormado at handa tungkol sa mga weather forecast at babala kaugnay ng El Niño upang makapaganda tayo ng mga hakbang. Palakasin natin ang mga drainage system, patibayin ng mga istruktura at mga ensayon sa flood readiness upang protektahan ang mga ari-arian. Suportahan natin ang mga initiative para sa resilience ng komunidad at paglahok sa mga estratehiya sa pamamahala ng sakuna sa rehiyon at nakakatulong din sa pagbawas ng epekto ng El Niño.
Gaya nga nasabi sa isa sa Sustainable Development Goals or SDG 13 na climate action, ang mundo natin ay lubang umiinit dulot ng global warming. Sinamahan mo pa ng init na dala ng El Niño. Kaya nararapat lamang na umaksyon na tayo. Tayo dapat ang maging boses ng ating kalikasan at maging huwaran sa kapwa natin, kabataan.
Sabi nga rin sa Laudato Si Goals, ang community engagement and participation action. We share the same habitat, so let us protect this only home that we have through advocating for social and ecological progress.
Most importantly, uminom tayo ng tubig to stay hydrated, lalo na ngayong sobrang init.
So talaga, pero true.
Oh my! I'm so proud of you guys because you shared a lot of ideas on how we can mitigate the effects of El Niño.
Let us promote Philippine biodiversity and environmental conservation and protection.
Remember, we all share the same home, and it is our Mother Earth.
It is our duty as a steward of this planet to take care and protect it.
El Niño is a natural phenomenon. It means we cannot do something to stop it.
But we can do something to mitigate or reduce its effect.
Let's put into our minds that the real problem here is the global warming which worsens the effect of El Niño.
Let's advocate for climate change awareness. Be the louder voice of our environment.
We hope that you learned something from this video.